Today, we are going to take a more detailed look at Organization 13, specifically the Traitors among its ranks. We are going to be dividing them into categories/groups and finding out what were their intentions, goals, and plans, starting with Larxene and Marluxia in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Their plan was to overthrow the organization using Naminé and Sora. Firstly, using Naminé to mess with Sora's memories, and then keeping her hostage so that Sora would come to rescue her and take out all of the other Organization 13 members, leaving them at the top, or at least taking out most of them if they couldn't take all of them out. This, as we know by the end of Chain of Memories, backfired horribly, as they themselves were destroyed by Sora, who they were basically trying to pin against everyone else, which is pretty funny if you ask me. So, not only did Sora screw up their plans, but he destroyed them even before he destroyed pretty much anyone else. What did we learn from this? Karma is a bitch, motherfucker. As for our second group today, we have what I like to call the anti-Riku squad. Let's get rid of Lexaeus first, since he was defeated by Riku, and while yes, he was a part of this whole thing, however, not for very long. But I do still have to mention him as he was part of the group and he also wanted to get rid of Riku. Now we get to Zexion, who is a little bit more interesting than Lexaeus, but not significantly so. Zexion was, in my opinion, more so fascinated by Riku's power and wanted to get rid of him just like Lexaeus, which, let me clear something up real quick, was completely against the organization leader's orders. Zexion's plan was to use the Riku replica to get rid of the real Riku. That ultimately failed, and Zexion was taken down by the Riku replica itself under the orders of Axel, who we will get to a bit later on after covering Vexen. Now, before we continue, I want to ask you to subscribe to the YouTube channel as it helps out a fuck ton. We are racing towards 1,000 subscribers. As of right now, I think we are missing around 16 subscribers. I was originally planning to maybe reach 1,000 by Christmas, but as of right now, it looks like that is going to happen a lot sooner than I thought. Now we get to Vexen, in my opinion, the most interesting one in this group / category, whatever you want to call it. Now Vexen, as we know, created the Riku replica, and while I don't consider that he was a traitor in the sense that Marluxia or Larxene were, he did still go against Xemnas' orders and tried to go after Riku, or at the very least, Riku's power, and he at least wanted to research the kid, which does not surprise me at all, knowing how crazy and obsessed he is with his research. That said, his biggest sort of moment of betrayal, if that's what you want to call it, happens in Vexen's final scene in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. When he is literally just seconds away from dying, he tries to warn Sora about Marluxia's plan. However, he was outright executed by Axel, making this, in my opinion, one of, if not the darkest scenes in all of Kingdom Hearts. But now we get to Group 3. This one consists of just two people, Axel and Saïx, and I'll explain why they can be considered traitors soon. Firstly, we have to cover the deal with Axel in Chain of Memories and clear a few things up about this guy. Axel is not a traitor, at least not with Marluxia's group, but rather he is a double agent pretending to be a traitor who was sent to Castle Oblivion by Xemnas to get rid of all the traitors, acting as essentially a hitman, an errand boy, whatever you want to call him. He, however, had plans of his own for some time along with Saïx, who Axel helped sometime before KH1 to rise up the ranks of the organization, with Saïx eventually getting on Xemnas' good side and being his second in command by Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Axel wanted to get on Xemnas' good side by taking care of the traitors at Castle Oblivion. But Axel and Saïx have for a while been planning for themselves to overthrow the organization, and there are several reasons why this plan was never properly set in motion and why it never was executed. Firstly, it was due to the friendship between Axel and Saïx that completely fell apart due to Saïx being jealous of Axel finding new friends, those being Roxas and Xion, of course, and with their friendship falling apart, so did the entire plan. Also, the organization itself kind of fell apart, as after KH2, most of the organization members were recompleted, and there was really no point in carrying out their plan anymore. But they did have a solid plan, I have to say, and if their friendship and the organization did not fall apart like it did, I could maybe see them trying and maybe even succeeding to put this plan in motion and get rid of Xemnas and take the whole entire organization over. And after this, they of course ended up on opposite sides, so it doesn't really matter. And for the entirety of KH3, they are on opposite sides. Only at the end of the game, they become friends again seemingly, and by that point, the whole entire plan slash idea of taking over the organization is long gone and left in the past. And with that said, I want to thank you for watching this video. Leave a like on the video and drop your thoughts in the comments down below. I always love to read them and reply to them. Until the next video stream, bye bye.